Plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10, Goff again. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play. And if he
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you will almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Chris Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Meanwhile, Goff's throw pulled in by Kittle. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 9. Again, Goff. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The AFC offense going to possess the football one more time in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Call that a gain of 11. They keep it with Henry on first down. Derrick Henry all alone. He may go. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. The offense for the AFC set to go now.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much
Derrick Henry all alone. And touchdown. Derrick Henry, 71 yards. And the AFC just continues to pour it on. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. On first down, Goff connects with Kittle underneath. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Barkley, inside handoff, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the AFC came up with that. They did. AFC football. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow.
Touchdown! Derrick Henry, an 11-yard touchdown. And the AFC able to capitalize on the fumble recovery as it leads to 6 points.
A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The NFC offense heading back onto the field.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. Now Allen. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the AFC takes advantage of the interception, and they turn it into 6. Allen will try to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Here now the NFC to take over on offense. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
The throw over the middle taken in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Fielded just inside the 30.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Jerry Jeudy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the AFC able to stretch that big lead even further.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
They'll try and throw for it. Flush, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you would, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Goff. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Goff throwing again.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give it 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2.
To throw is Goff.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Goff now to throw. That is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. To the air again. Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Fights through him. Still on his feet.
Missed.
He will not go down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the NFC back out there. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's Goff. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Goff now looking to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And that's picked up by the AFC. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. sheds off the tackle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in